All right, and then I'm going to just make sure that everything's on mute while I go through some of the things, and then if there's any questions, I'll check the chat box, or I'll be taking questions at the end as well. So just making sure we're all set up to go. I'm so glad you guys are joining me tonight. I realized that I needed to show how simple it is to, improve your wellness journey. I get a lot of questions from people that made me realize that sometimes it seems more complicated than it actually is. And so I started thinking about that and wondering, why does it seem so complicated? And I think there's two reasons for that. When I'm doing events, I get a lot of people who are like, well, I just order this and that through a friend, and they're not realizing that it's way easier to just order it yourself, and also that you are missing out on some bonuses and benefits and things like that that you wouldn't get if you don't have your own Young Living account, and why having a Young Living account has so many benefits to it. And so that's just what I'm going to share really briefly tonight. It's really very simple. And one of the things that I realized is that people are thinking that it's like other network marketing companies where there are requirements and things like that. And so I just wanted to make sure everybody knows that that is not the case with Young Living. It's very different than these other companies. There aren't any of those things like monthly ordering requirements or annual membership fees or any membership fees or just any of that kind of stuff. You don't have to buy, you don't have to sell, you don't have to do any of that kind of stuff. But I want to show some of the benefits of why it's such a good thing to have, and also how to do it. So I'm just going to walk through a couple of things tonight. The first thing I want to cover really briefly is that we have an Oily Friends community. The Oily Friends is a community that I started a few years ago, and we have a lot of really great resources to help people on their journey. So one of the things that holds people back from starting and improving their health with this company and these products is that they are saying, I just don't know how to use the products. I don't know what to use. I don't know how to use these. I don't know what to do with them, and things like that. And that's exactly why we have our community. So we have some things that are all very centered around our mission of education, natural health education. And so that is our things like our Facebook group, where we just really have a lot of education, and then we take a lot of that education, the really good highlights of it and things like that, we put it into a team newsletter every week. We also have health challenges and contests and giveaways that we do a lot to keep people going. Sometimes on any wellness journey, you kind of lose motivation. So sometimes it's fun to have a community that's encouraging and fun to just keep you going on it. And then we also have an app, which I'll show you a glimpse of in just a minute here. And that's been a really valuable tool too. So I want to encourage those who are like, well, I don't know anything about any of this stuff, to just start, because you're going to learn, and you're going to learn a lot. And the only problem you'll have is filtering out what you are able to take in for information and what you need to just pause on for a while until you learn more. So how do you get started with Young Living, having your own account? It's really simple. You just buy what you want. That's it. You just buy what you want. So one of the ways you can do it is that you can purchase some of their bundles. And so I'm just going to go through that with you really quick and show you how it is. So I'm just on Young Living's website, and this is just our company, our region, for the US, and there's different regions all over. So anybody in any region can just go to their region and purchase. And so now I've got to move this here real quick. Because when you go to their website and you go to shop and you go over here to starter bundles, you'll see some of the easy button ways to get started with Young Living. The benefit to these is not just that they are really wisely put together for certain purposes, but also they're a discounted price for having the items together. So one of the things that a lot of people start with is some of these premium starter bundles. I will show you the main one. This one right here, the premium starter bundle with the Desert Mist Diffuser, is a really great price. This is basically like 50% off of if you were to buy all of these things separate. Plus you're getting the 24% discount with any of these starter bundles. And so once you get a starter bundle, you'll see right here on the bottom corner for each of these, it says PV, that means point value. And anything that's 100 or more, you're going to, it's basically just automatically unlocks your 24% wholesale price. And that's it. Then you just, whenever you want to order again, you go in, you log into your account, and you will be able to just get the wholesale pricing on whatever else you pick. There's no minimum after that, like there's not even that minimum, but after that, you just, that's your price. And that's it. It's really that simple. So these are worth taking a look at when you're first starting out. I know that a lot of people put their kids' health first, and sometimes we work on theirs first. And so a lot of people will start out with the KidSense. And you know, if you're looking at it like, I'm just not totally sure how to use each item in there and stuff, that's truly what we're here for. We have lots of information, even just a quick link on it that we can send you if you need any of that kind of information. So just reach out with any questions like that. A lot of people may have heard me or somebody else that has invited you here talk about Ningxia. That's one thing that I would not ever live without, and I stockpile because we've seen and felt and had the benefits of it for years now. And so just, you know, looking through those and kind of seeing if you're like, you know, I just want to start with detoxing the products in my home because I've been learning about how they're, you know, the ones I'm using are affecting our respiratory health and our hormone health and stuff. Then we jump to the Thieves bundles. So just have a look at those and talk to me or the person who invited you here, just kind of be like, what would maybe be the best? That said, you can go to anything on here. Why am I having a hard time with this here? And you can, you know, maybe you've heard me talk about some of the supplements that I am taking all of the time and that I truly can't live without. And so you can actually just add any of these to, let me show you really quick, to subscription. You can go to create subscription, and it's just like if you do a subscription order on Amazon or Thrive Market or anything like that. It's basically just the same thing. It works the same way. You just create a subscription order and then go in there the next month and change it to something else that you want if you want some other different things. This is another way that you can unlock that 24% wholesale discount by just adding one or more items to subscription and for your first order. The only difference is that when you go to add something to a subscription order and you create an account, if it's less than 100 PV, like we talked about, your discount, that 24% discount, the wholesale pricing that I talked about, you'll get that as long as you have one or more items on subscription. But with one of the starter bundles, that are 100 PV that we talked about, you'll get that discount for a year automatically, whether you order something on subscription or not. So that's the only difference between the two. So just kind of deciding, and you know, maybe you've seen that we have so many products, over 600 products. And you know, a lot of people just think of Young Living as the oils, but for me, I absolutely love and use the oils every day, but the supplements to me and the Ningxia are where I really just spend most of my money and my monthly order on each month. So if that's the case for you and you're looking at more of that kind of stuff, you absolutely can do it. And that's how you can do it with the subscription to just really get the best price and things like that. And then what you'll see is when you add items to your cart, there will be a bar that's showing you what level you're at, your orders at for freebies, because every single month there are freebies that are with different values of orders. And so be sure to watch for that too if you want to grab the freebies. One other thing I want to share really quickly, and we have more stuff to talk about all of this if you have any questions. When you put items on a subscription and you have 50 PV or more on your order, you will be, if you do that every month that you do that consecutively, you will be receiving loyalty rewards, which is basically just money back to buy whatever you want. So for me, there's different percentages depending on how long you've you've done it for. And the first 3 months, it's 10% back. 4 months through 24 months is 20%. And after 24 months, it's 25%. So for me, every single month when I'm ordering my Ningxia and my supplements and my Thieves hand soap and things like that, I'm getting 25% back, which for my orders is $75 or more. And then I just go in when I want to. I can save my points up or I can spend them right away. And I just go in and pick what I want for free. And then I get it. So you'll see these little flags here, these little blue flags. Those are items that you can pick and buy for free with your points. And so it's most items. There are a few items that don't fit into that for various reasons, just because of some of them for how much it costs to offer those products to us and things like that. So that's another thing you should know about. And then one other thing I just want to mention before I go back to our resources and stuff. I hope I'm not going too fast, but I just want to show how quick and simple this is. If you go down here, you will see this. It says become a brand partner. So when you purchase something, you're a customer. You're not an independent distributor. You don't have to buy or sell or do any of that kind of stuff. If you refer somebody to Young Living, say for instance, you see a crazy, amazing difference in your life with mineral essence like I have, and you tell people about it and they're like, well, I want to order it too. And you give them your customer number, and they order it. They put it in when they're checking out, buying their mineral essence. You would not get compensated for that referral unless you are a brand partner. So you can upgrade your account to brand partner. Being a brand partner does not mean you have to sell anything. It doesn't mean you have to do a class or classes. It doesn't mean you have to do anything. It means you do have the option to earn bonuses, referral, things like that. And so the only thing you have to do for that is there's this thing called the Business Essentials Kit. That really gives you just some basic materials and things like that to just show you how it all works. Even though we have some resources for that too, but also this is just what it is to upgrade. You will get a 90-day trial of your own Young Living website, which is just like you just enter your information in and you can give people a link for that too. It's just majorly the easy button. I use it all the time. I have a virtual assistant that I pay a lot of money every month to do things virtually for me, but I pay I think it's like $9 a month to have my YL website and to have it all there. And it's just so easy to use, and it's really helpful for people too. So you would just basically add that to your cart. You would just add it to whatever you're ordering. You can add it with your starter bundle. You can add it with whatever else. And then your account would be classified as a brand partner. So that's it. And then if somebody purchases through your customer number, your brand partner number, or your referral link or your MyYL website or whatever it is, you would earn for that. And we have classes on how much you'd earn and things like that, but that's just something I wanted to share with you just in case you were looking at that as well while you're putting in that order. All right, so the other thing I wanted to share really quick. So we went through the bundle savings and the subscription. So a lot of people get to that point, they purchase something, and say they purchase a starter bundle with 10 oils and they get them and they're like, now what? And the part that I really want to make sure doesn't happen is when you get these things in your home, you're like, I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what they're used for. I don't know why they're so great, and end up having a health issue going on and not knowing that what you have for it is right there and not knowing how to use it. So this is where we step in, and this is where we shine for you and make sure that we are going to carry you along on this, whatever you need to know, however you want to learn. In the picture, you'll see this is our app where you can learn so many things. It'll have really fun DIYs, and it'll tell you if something isn't available. It'll tell you what is available after it's not been available. It'll tell you new products. It has a wellness assessment. So if you're like, I just really don't know what products to start with, considering there are so many and it's a little overwhelming. Like I said, you can ask us, but also you can go, this part of this app has a wellness assessment, and it will go through different body systems and areas of health and ask questions, and then it'll give you some suggested products that would target those areas best. So there are lots of different resources we have, but we like to make it simple. If you're on Facebook, our Facebook group is fabulous. I just had a post up in there today about, we're talking about hormones this month. And I just did a post with a little fun giveaway for those who comment and are learning along with us. Tonight, we are learning about how progesterone helps balance histamines in the body and balance the body's natural response to inflammation and things like that. So it's really fun stuff. We also have, like I said, our weekly newsletter and things like that. So if Facebook isn't your thing, we have the app, we have email and other things like that too. So the starter bundle or your first order is just a really quick and easy start. But where the magic really happens is here, where we learn together as a community. And, you know, a lot of times I get things like, wow, I had no idea, or wow, that, you know, even situations where somebody will share their experience and then down the road, for instance, me, I have an experience in my life that comes up and I know exactly what to use for that because somebody shared their experience. So it's been really valuable for everybody, including myself, to just keep learning and things like that. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. I wanted to make it simple. If you guys have any questions, you can hop on, you can chat, or you can talk to me or whoever invited you here. I should note that the things that I've shared with you tonight, my Oily Friends community, this is something that I've started, and we have had to keep it just to those who have their customer account through me or somebody that's through me, just because we've had some issues in the past opening it up to everybody. And so that is kind of an exclusive thing. It is not required that people have resources like that, but that's just really where my passion has always been, is in education. So I'm not here to sell things. I'm just really here to educate people and share things that are going to really change their health. And so that's what our focus is on. We also have that available. So if people are like, I just really want to share these things with people, but I'm not the kind of person that's going to educate and do all these classes, you can still be a brand partner. You know, as a customer brand partner, order your products, and then plug people into our resources and they can get educated without you having to know all the things. Because none of us know all the things. That's what we have these resources for. So I hope that answers your questions. If you, you know, would like a link to the wellness assessment, I don't know if I can get it on here, but I will post that, or I can send it out. You can email me or the person who invited you on here if you have any questions, or reach out to them, text or call them, and we can, you know, help you in whatever way you need. But that's just really how easy it is to get started. I promise you, there's no like hidden things like other companies have, where you're like, oh, you have to order this every month, or you have to do this every month, or you have to sell, or anything like that. There is none of that. So like I showed you, it's just kind of like you're buying on Amazon or Thrive Market, where it's just there. And if you decide that, you know, you're just like not sure which way is best for you or anything like that, that's what we're here for. So I'm going to actually stop the recording, and I will have this available. If you found this helpful and you'd like to share it also, I will have the link for that.